All right. So we are back. Apologies for the break in transmission. This thing is not apparently it's not so easy to. It's not easy to navigate. So okay. All right. So welcome back, guys. Just let me share the new link. Let me share. So welcome back, guys. Just let me share the new link. Nice. Hey, fam, what's up? How you doing now? All right. It's almost 20 minutes in, so we'll get to work now. All right, so okay, so how are you guys doing? And hope all is good. So today, like I said, we're going to try to build an ATS analyzer, and I'm not sure if we'll be able to finish, like completely build it, but we're going to start. I'm actually very very tired today, but I just needed to make sure that I'm here. So maybe we're going to start today, and we'll see how it goes. My my aim is that we're able to build out both the back end and the front end of the application. So let's let's get right into it. And yes, as you join, please drop a message. Let me know that you are here. Possibly share, drop your name and where you're joining from. So yeah, let's get right into it. So for this particular system, I thought it makes sense for us to use Node.js this time and not Golang. Um, so we're going to be using Node.js, specifically NestJS, the NestJS framework for the backend, and then on the front end side of things, we're going to be using React. my so for in terms of like the code structure, um I don't want the I don't think the front end and the back end will be separate in terms of like the code structure. Hi Depo, good evening, hope you're doing good. So I don't think the front end and back end will be separate in terms of code structure. So what I'm thinking is, this old MVC approach, right? Something very similar, but it's still going to be like NestJS being the back end and React being the front end, but we are going to be serving the React side using the NestJS. So we're not going to be um, running two separate servers. Yes, the font is tiny. Sorry, I'm going to actually increase that. Sorry, let me just get to my settings. It's my monitor, that's why. Sorry. Okay. So Deepa, let me know if this is better. So yeah, let's get right into it. I'm trying to see how I can just get a list of the features. So let me. All right. So since we are using Nest.js, so let's just get started with um, let's get started with this um, with building the back. So we're going to build the back end first, and then if time permits, we're going to build the front end. If for any reason we can't finish building the front end, then uh, don't worry, your 14 inches is going to become 32 and 34 with time. Don't worry. So if we're not able to complete the front end, we are going to complete that next week. So let's next new. So this is how we start a new NestJS app. So wait, how do I? Okay, what if I want to set up? Okay, let me do this then because I'm not sure if there's a way for me to set this thing up in the. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, cool. So this is what I'm trying to do. All right, so a couple of things that I really just want to write down. So I'm going to just create a let's say features email features.txt. So I know that we want to have basic setup of the API. Then what else do we want to have? I think we need to do setup course, right? What else do we need to do? I'm not sure. Trying to see whether we need database or not. I'm not exactly sure we need the database because what I'm thinking of is that we can build it such a way that the user. So what we're trying to build, just in case I'm not clear enough, is that the user would you upload like a resume, right, and then you would upload a job description, right. So either I think let's start with copying and pasting the job description, right? And then the system is going to compare, right, the job description and the resume you submitted, and then give you um, some things you can improve based on. It's going to analyze the resume, right, from the point of view of the JD, and it's going to like give you some suggestions. So you get give some suggestions. So okay, so I know we also need an health check route, not necessarily, not necessarily to be honest, but we also need a way to upload files, right? So I think we should restrict it to maybe PDF or doc docs. So say PDF docs, and then we need, so after uploading, right? We need an endpoint to analyze. So the endpoint that would actually go read, the endpoint that would read. What I'm thinking is, do you need an upload endpoint? So there are two ways we can go about these things, right? We can um we can undo the, so because the way it's going to work, based on what I'm thinking, is that when you upload a file, we are going to pretty much read the content of that file, pass the content, and then send that content with the content of the JD. By JD, I mean job description, and then send those two things to OpenAI. By the way, we're going to be using OpenAI for the analysis. So we can either do the passing on the front end and then just send the text, the text from the resume. But I mean, for people that have like 3, 4, 5, 6 pages resume, it's going to be tricky to, and the payload will be pretty large. So let's just upload the file. So let's upload. So we need file upload basically, right? But this is not going to be. It's not necessarily going to be an endpoint. So, but we need an analyze endpoint. Analyze endpoint, and this analyze endpoint is going to take a file, which is let's say multi-parts, or the binary they call it, and then it's going to take the job description, right? What else? I think just these two for now. Okay, so what else do we need? So let's just start. Let's start with this. What I was also thinking we could do is maybe also generate a new resume for the user based on the analysis that we've done. Sure, you get. So I'll just put up under could have. I put under could have. So could haves. Okay. Sorry, I've missed that. Make I use the analyzer test my current. Yeah. Do we have to pass ourselves? Can the can the AI not do the passing itself? Um. So we can check OpenAI. We're going to check OpenAI documentation and see if we can pass a file. But in my experience, it's better to do the passing on our side, right? Yeah, they could. Yeah. So like it's better to do the passing on our side and then get the text and then send the text, because you know that when we are calling OpenAI, we actually need to pass some certain prompts for it to be very effective in analyzing. So you get. So just think of it as we copying and pasting the resume text into ChatGPT, and then copying and pasting the JD into ChatGPT, and then giving ChatGPT a very nice prompt, and then ChatGPT is going to analyze based on certain criteria. Yeah, so that's just to respond to you, Deepo. So yeah, thanks, Elijah. Good evening. So yeah, we can have a generate. So we can generate, let's say, improved resume based on analysis. So based on analysis. So what else do we need? Let me. Okay. What else do we need? So let's just leave this for now, and let's get started. So what I will start with here, so this is NestJS. So I'm trying to see how I can. Okay. So I think we'll start with env file, because if let's we've already installed this, so let's just do npm run start. I know it's start dev, so let's see if that runs fine. Okay, cool. So um so just do an env, and then we can put ports here. Ports, let's do 3000. I know like I said, I think we need OpenAI is API key. Okay, so this will be whatever it says. Okay, so what else do we need? We need to set up some things. So we need, before we can even use env variables, we need a config service. So there's a config service package on NestJS. So let me, yeah, this one. And then we can set that up. This way we can make it global. Where is it? Yeah, so nothing too complex. Uh, all right, so that's that. And then we can, not here. So here, so we can do, okay, so there's an enable cause. So there's a validation pipeline package also. So what I want to do is, so this sets a prefix. There's something I'm trying to do, but this guy keeps, exactly, this guy keeps, he keeps suggesting. So this one is going to be this, actually. All right. So this should class validator. So we need to install class validator. So class validator is used for validation. Um, uses is class based validation. Unlike Zod or Joy that makes you that uses schema based validation. So okay. Um, ideally we set up login too, but it's not necessary. So what we're trying to do is quite simple. So I said I want us to set up else module. Yeah. So and then we can set up a, and please feel free to ask questions. All right. So okay. So if we check, all right, so we're good. Okay, so what's next? Okay, so let's set up okay, before we do that, I want to so before we do that, hold on. Okay, so um I want to get okay, no, before we do that, let me just create a new module for um analysis. Let's create a new analysis module. So that module will take care of um upload the controller and then we put service, right? Okay, so do you need this one? Not yet. Okay, so what I want to do here, create a details folder, and this one will take in analyze resume the detail ATS actually. Right, so you can do export. You don't need this one because it's going to be coming through, so we need job description. Okay, let me go to file upload. So I need to install Malta to be able to handle file upload. So exactly, so that's what this one was written for. All right, so and this is how this works. So there's an interceptor that we have to use, but okay, there's an interceptor we have to use. Let's open the controller. So I'll say this one is resume, and then yeah, so there's uploaded file. So uploaded file express motor. So let me create okay, feels like file and JD appeared by magic. Was it console that suggested those arguments for the analyze function? Yes. And pi. I don't know why I'm saying pi, but yeah, pi. This is NestJS. This is not Golang. This is NestJS. We're using NestJS today. But Deepo, the answer to your question is yes. That was cursor. That was cursor. So analyze resume response. Yeah. So I want to Mm, what should be in this one now? Um, hold on. So let me ask this guy. This is ask. So we are building an ATS resume analyzer. What are the possible possible responses we can have here? Hmm. Like this one is just I'm not asking you to use. What does it even mean? Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, Sharia. Thank you. It's very important to be able to read. That one is able to. Oh, it is a lot of data. It's very important that one is able to read um, documentation. Yeah. So let me put a simple because now that whatever this guy is generating for us, this is a lot. Okay, so all right. So it says that we can do overall score, overall grade, summary skill match, education match, ATS capability, I mean compatibility. Yeah. Then strengths, red flags. All right. So let's just go with this. Let's go with this. And let's just all right. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So this skill match is under this one. But to be honest, we don't need this class validators whatever here because we're not trying to validate this. Um, this is not user requests data. So this is what we're trying to return. So at the end of the day, we might not need all these things. Or, I mean, we might not need some of these things. So as we move on, we are going to streamline this. Is a lot of data. I was thinking we could get something simpler, but hmm, let's see. All right, so I think we can still leave the comment so that at least we have an idea of what's happening and what we're trying to return. Okay, so one thing I would want to do now, I'm thinking that should we? Okay, so the first thing I want to do is process the file, right? So let's first do this. So we need to process the file first. Not async. Process. It's a private function, so process file, right? I know. What's the exactly extract text from not PDF. Okay, one thing I want to do here, I think in the documentation there's a way we can restrict the type of the file types because I'm thinking we should restrict it to just oh nice, we can have a validator for it. We should restrict it to just PDF and docs files. So I think we can do that. So let's just have, or do I feel like, hold on, there's a way to, Oh no. So let's create the new parser. Okay. File parser. Where's the sorry, let me read this thing. Okay, so upload file. Let me take it back here. So I'm trying to see how we can restrict the type of the file to the ones we value the size. So we can create a new pipe here. File validation. Oftentimes it can be useful to validate incoming file. The size, the mem type. Okay, for this you can create your own pipe. All right. So let's create our own pipe. Then okay, okay. So this can be used in conjunction with file interceptor. Okay. Okay, so let's create our own pipe. So there is a way to okay, there's a way to create pipes. NestJS generates, I think it's pipe now. To do pipe, sorry, file, it's in resume, validator, resume, file, validator. All right, so we already have, so we have this here. Actually, I should have, mind you, if you want to escape this all these test files, you can always pass think I think is it flat or no spec, something like that. It won't create a spec file for you. So we have a transform and we have value. Okay, so what we need here is to only allow exactly. So let's also yeah, let's put size there. All right. All right, so I think this should be fine. And then so they said we can pass it into so we can use it in connection with so we can pass it into this one. So we can use new file size validation pipe. The validator pipe, okay. Although the way this guy is passed here is different from the way this is actually passing an instance. So let's see if there's okay. Let's see if this works. All right. So what we need analyze is taking the file first. So yeah. Hmm, I will still do. Hold on. All right. So that's this. Okay. So that's that for this. Um. Okay. So we need to extract file from PDF. We probably need some kind of yeah, some kind of pattern. Yeah. So we need to install something. PDF documents. Let's see. I'm sure we can have PDF to text. I think there's text from PDF. So PDF to text. a PDF to text extractor, then extract text from PDF files. Okay, so there's PDF to text. No, then let me use the other one. PDF text from PDF. So we can use this one. Let me see if there's a PDF document for no. So let's install our so sorry, let's copy this one. Whew. Okay, so we can import. Oh, this one is available on PDF. Let's try to use the one we npm install PDF to text. Oh, sorry, text from PDF. Mm-hmm. No, this not going to work. So we need to get okay. We can do file name. The file name now. Hold on. Let's check. Let's use the part. Okay. So text PDF to text. All right. So then we need one for docs. On docs. Is that docs to text? Let's see. Let's see what this guy suggests. Let's see if there's a docs to text. Alright. Actually, docs to text is. Do we need to? Okay. Doesn't seem like we have anything interesting. So let's hold on docs to text at least for now. Um, so what I want to do is no async. Wait, do we need async in this case? Hold on. Extract text from. Okay, let's see. Let's use this one for now. All right. So what we need, first thing we need to do is to get the text, and then we obviously have the JD. Okay. Yeah. So there's an Open API package. Sorry, there's an Open API, Open AI package. Yeah, it's my mic. Apologies for that. Sorry, people. Yeah, I didn't know that my mic already went off. So, all right. So yes, I think to a good extent we have started out fine, and but time has gone. So we're going to pick up from this next week. I'll try to see if I can do some things behind the scenes before the next one. So um, yeah. So I'm actually very happy about this. This is nice. This is nice. So yeah. So that's pretty much it for this night. I'm actually very tired. I'm struggling right now. So yeah. So let's pick this up next week. Let's pick this up next week. Yeah. Sorry. Thank you guys for joining in. My mic already went off. Let's pick this up next week. I'm actually very, very tired. So yeah. I hope you learned one or two things from this. We'll pick this up next week, and yeah. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for joining in. See you guys next week.